Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my kit videos. In this kit video we're going to look at HPA, gas blowback HPA specifically. It's not going to be a pros and cons of HPA and why you should do HPA. It's a right, you've decided you're going to go HPA and which is going to be the best method of doing that for you. Before we dive in, my channel is starting to grow a little bit now, so thank you everybody who's watching and viewing. I'd like to do a couple of specific shout outs. These are in by no means any kind of order other than the ones which I'm remembering as I'm going. So Grey Airsoft, man, I absolutely love your videos. The footage is great, your playstyle is so smooth, your positivity is absolutely off the charts. I absolutely love watching your videos. You're a huge inspiration to me. One of the reasons why I started trying to do some gameplay videos myself, man. So please do keep it going. I subscribe. I'm going to be pointing people towards your channel. I'm going to be putting a link to your channel in the description below my video. So please do check that out. Another person who is an incredibly positive influence and really does keep me driving is a chap which I know off the Airsoft UK forum called Gamble. Man, again, your positivity, your kind of attitude of right, this is what I've got, I'm going with it. It's absolutely fantastic. You never produce a bad video, man. So big shout out to you. And again, there's going to be a link to your channel in the description of this video. Aside from that, there's a few retailers. Well, I say retailers. There's a retailer, Kyle from High Capa Hub, sorted me out with a load of parts lately. It's getting a few of my High Capa pistol builds back on track. Thank you very much for those. More to come on those as we go through. I've got some more kind of High Capa build videos coming for you. The Golden Eagle is going to be making another return. And then also a shout out to my guy Matt from Make It 3D. Man, some of the parts that you're coming up with, some of the concepts, some of the ideas which you're allowing me to just see in their conceptual stage, man, amazing. Cannot wait for you to launch your store. Cannot wait for these things to start hitting the market. You're gonna go so far, man. So thank you very much for kind of including me in my small part on the journey that you're going in. So let's get back to the topic in hand, really. So HPA with your gas blowback pistol. So what I've done is I've laid out all the options along here. There is an intermediate option about here. We'll talk about that in a second. So out of the box, you're going to grab your pistol, and straight out of the box you're going to have a gas mag, which goes in there. You fill it through the fill valve on the bottom, and you put your green gas into this magazine, and then if it's hot, then it's really powerful, and if it's cold, it's not very powerful, and it'll spew gas out all over the place now and again. And yeah, so mag life isn't the best life. Saying that, I do run mags. I run these mags. It's basically a 4.3 mag. 5.1 mag is exactly the same. The difference is the base plate is slightly bigger. So 4.3 mags, 5.1 mags, they're the same for all intensive purposes. The only difference you may find is that 4.3s may not fit in anything with a magwell because of them being that little bit shorter. I don't know if you can see the profile of these there. I've rounded them off on this mag just so that these can fit in with a magwell. So they do fit. So my mags are lightweight versions of these, are about half the weight of a normal mag. But same thing, got your gas fill valve in there. These have got Waldo hush rings in there just to make them silent fill. I've done a video on those fairly recently. But again, it's green gas. I only use those when I'm kind of sniping. So when I've got a Capa as my sidearm, one of those will go in, clunk, click. We are ready to go, nice and lightweight. I do love how light they are. But that's great and all. But if you're going to start using HPA, we need to get around that. So how do we HPA tap a mag? So the answer to that is you pop the base plate off, and then the fill valve in there, you just stick a tool in there, undo that, out it comes, and then you get a mag tap, one of these. They're cheap-ish. They're about 10 quid for 4, maybe 5, maybe 15 quid for 5 or something like that. They're not massively expensive, and you just kind of screw them in place of your fill valve. So the intermediate option, which I said kind of sits here, is one of these with one of those in it. So it's a 28 or 30 round mag with a gas tap. Now, I don't find that a great scenario. You've got 28 to 30 rounds and then you're out of ammo. So if you imagine, if I get my little line here, so you've got your mag in your pistol. In fact, let's make some room here, look. So you've got your mag in your pistol, and then you go proper noise, that's the noise they make. Bang, 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 30 shots. Right, I need to change mags. So what are we going to do? We're going to unhook that airline and kind of throw it to the side. We're then going to fumble about and swap mags. That's another mag with a gas tap hanging out, and then we're going to find our remote line, which is dangling on the floor, and we're going to, kind of put it back in, and away we go. Cock it, bang, 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 bang. So 28 to 30 rounds, it's not much fun to reload. Those reloads are slow, they take forever. So I would probably say if you are that tight for money that you are going to consider tapping these things, just don't bother, just save up a little bit more. So that kind of brings me on really to what I would consider the starting point for HPA with a high Capa, and that is the extended mag. Now, these things are 50 round mag, so it's almost double what one of these things are. So I'm just going to push those to one side. So almost double that. You can get Tokyo Marui ones, and you can get Wii spec ones. I think you can get all like the Ravens and New Pros, that kind of thing. Stick with I would say Wii. If you go for TM models, they have different feed lips, they have different gas routers, they have different something else's. I think it's followers, possibly. They're TM spec, but they're not normal like 4.3, 5.1 mag TM spec. So, but the Wii ones are. So as you can see on this one, I have slightly upgraded. It's got an upgraded router in there. It's also got TM feed lips, so a set of TM lips are on this mag. I think the follower might actually be a TM follower as well, because I had one knocking about. And this particular Wii mag even has a TM base in it. So the only thing which is Wii is the flow valve there, the release valve, which probably needs a bit of a strip and clean. But anyway, so this is 50 rounds. So you knock that into your pistol, click, click, load it up, get the airline, drop it in, bosh, we're good to go. Bang, 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 bang. 2 times the amount of one of those. It's out, at which point, if it was me running one of these, if you were in a small CQB, one of these is probably going to be enough for you. They're not huge, they don't add too much kind of cumbersome onto the gun. A little bit heavy, but you could probably live with one of these. At that point then, you could either have another one of these and you could swap it out. If it was your only one, you could drop it out and stick a gas mag in. Or alternatively, what you could do is go back to spawn, roll your mag over, pull it back, ding, 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 fill it up, put it back together, drop it back in, lock, load, off you go, do another 50. So that is probably what I'd call your entry point into HPA. One of these mags will set you back anything between 35 and 40 pounds. Airsoft life is that you end up paying through the face for delivery, so you're probably looking at another 5 or 6 quid for delivery on one of these. So 2 of these, you're probably looking about 70, 80 quid. I would always recommend taking a spare. Even no matter what I take, I will always take a spare with me, just to make sure, just in case one breaks, I'm not going to lose my day. So a couple of these, and then the mag taps, like I say, they're about 10 or 12 quid for 3 or 4, or 15 quid for 5, whatever they are. And then that brings me on to kind of what I would say would be the better option. So that would be your primary adapter. I say primary adapter because primary airsoft is the only one of these you should use. Every time I see the word tap adapter mentioned, it's usually in a thread where people are saying that my tap adapter doesn't quite feed properly. Primary, you don't have any of these feed issues. Brian from Primary is absolutely fantastic. A lot of people are put off because Primary are US based. There's no reason to be. The adapter itself is about 60 quid. 10-15 quid postage. You're talking all in, it's less than 90 quid, and this will get delivered to your door. Yes, you do have to use a donor magazine, which you should have one anyway because you've bought a gun. I have put a lightweight casing on mine and all the normal upgrades, you know, TM lips and 9-ball router there. I think that's a TM router. Probably do with a bit of oil. A little bit of tape just to make it really snug when it's in my grip as well. Yeah, look at that. Lovely. So with this, you stick an M4 mag into the bottom of it, and that can be any M4 mag. It can be a short dumpy one, it can be a long EPM, it can be one of those 1,000 round flash mags, pretty much anything you want like that. And then what it does is there is a tube through the middle. I don't know if the camera will, it might do. No, there's not enough light. There we go. So you've got your little feed tube there. There we go. No, there we go. So you've got your feed tube. The BBs go up there. So the spring from your M4 mag pushes them up that feed tube and in to feed. And then you've got your gas tap on the back of that there, which sits, which goes on there. Now, one of the things I will say about running one of these adapters is, yes, it can look a bit dumb having an M4 mag hanging off the bottom of a pistol. Number one, just don't care about it, man. It's airsoft, it's not real. But an advantage to playing like this is when you actually have the gun in your hand, you can see that airline there just runs straight down my arm. Whereas when you're doing it on a mag, your airline is here or it's here. So it's quite difficult. So there's a lot of strain going to be going on that brass piece there. So straight on there, straight down your arm, into your tank, and you are good to go. So I would like to say I have a very unopinionated view of what the correct option would be. I absolutely don't. I do feel that the primary adapter has a lot of benefits. You know, mag capability, so your chest rigs can be quite nice, and they can be similar platform to your ARs. HPA in general, I find, is fantastic compared to gas. Consistency is brilliant. I mean, here in the UK, you know, it's cold in the winter. It gets stupidly hot for 6 days in the summer. So your gas is all over the place all the time. Likewise, I don't have a lot of luck with gas. If I use Ultra Air, it works for a few months and then it just goes all ganky. Nuprol green or wee green just doesn't really do too much for me either. So I try not to use gas where I can. It's only when I'm doing a skirmish and I need a couple of mags with me. Even then, this mag killed my pistol on my last outing, so not totally sure I actually want to use green gas full stop. But when I'm playing indoors, when I'm playing, you know, CQB and I'm just using my pistol to get around corners and mobility, it's going to be the M4 adapter all the way, and that is how and that is why. Hopefully that's been slightly useful to you. Hopefully it's given you a bit of an insight as to the different methods you can HPA with. Please drop me a like if you enjoyed it. Please drop me a comment if this helps you, or if you've got any other questions. And please do subscribe to my channel. Absolutely love making this content. Now the weather is a little bit better and there are a few more sites around me opening up. I can get out and get some more gameplay content, so I can't wait to bring you more of that. I've got some really cool places lined up where we're going to be using kind of this and this. That they're coming soon. Also got some awesome guns in the makings as well. I've got one in bits literally just there now. And I've also got a few more updates to my hair cappers coming for you. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you out on the field soon.